Hello, hello, hello. Does thou hear me, everybody? Because if you can, then that means we should be all good already and set to begin for tonight's session, ladies and gentlemen, of the PokePod World Podcast, where me and my buddy Evie are going to be hanging out to go and react to the recent episode of Snafu. Normally we do these things on Saturdays, but today is a special occasion only because of the fact that I've heard stories about this upcoming episode that we're going to be reacting to. And I fear if I delay myself any longer, we're probably going to end up getting spoiled in some way, shape, or form. So to prevent that from happening, we're probably going to be reacting to it as soon as we possibly can, that being for today. Aside from that, we're obviously going to be talking about the recent episode of two shows in particular. Obviously, Rent the Girlfriend. We have a lot to talk about for that one, in my opinion, as well as Wazaki, I believe it was called. Let me see if I pronounce it badly. I'm sorry, but it was, I believe, Uzaki-chan, if I'm correct. Yes, Uzaki-chan. So we're going to be talking about those two episodes as well. And I think Evie told me he watched the recent few episodes of the Misfit of Demon Academy. So we are going to be talking about that just to hear his perspective on it, only because I've already shared my thoughts on the show. So I'm kind of curious to see how he has to, how he views the show as well. But yeah, so obviously we're going to be reacting to Snap first before we get into any other particular topic. So let me go and hop into the call with my boy Evie, and then we're going to go and take care of things from there. Hello, buddy. Evie, does thou hear me? I hope you do anyway.
I hear thy voice
Yeah.
whispering into my ears.
Oh, buddy, it's time. It's time.
Dude, I'm not sure I'm ready.
I don't think
not sure I'm ready.
I don't think I'm ready for this. Like the moment Terrell told me about this episode, saying that I was not prepared for whatever was to come in this upcoming episode, I had to get myself set like as soon as I possibly can. Look, even the chat saying you need to be ready. I don't know if it's time to be ready. Do I
really? God fucking damn it, Tyrone. God fucking damn it, Chad.
Yeah, and god damn it, Snafu, for doing this. I wanted to watch a comfy show about a boy trying to find something genuine, not to get prepared for what could be a very emotional episode. Good God.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna be in for, but knowing Snafu, I'm gonna trust you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
gonna trust you guys on this.
Don't worry, we will be. Are you watching Snafu first? We are going to be watching it in a couple of minutes. We're just getting ourselves prepped up for what is to come, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I'm just making sure everything is all tweaked, all good to go, because I really want to take this opportunity to talk about it, and watch it myself. Because, like I mentioned, so many people are telling me to give it a watch. God damn, for a fact I'm going to give it a watch. But before we get into that, though, let me just double check with the audio, see if everything's okay. Chat, how you guys all doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a fantastic end of the week, because we're about to enter the weekend in just a few hours, and I'm excited, man. And this weekend's going to be exciting.
We're also on the last day of July. This month actually went by pretty fast. I'm not sure if it's just me.
Oh, no. I feel the same way, too. This entire month has been a very awkward one, only because I know around this time I tend to kind of plan things for like future stuff for vacation and whatnot. That ain't happening. Mm-hmm. Obviously due to the Backstreet
well, it ain't happening for all of us, that's for sure.
Hell yeah, we all got our copy of the Backstreet Boys tour, so as we call it. And with that being said, obviously we have to now figure out what we can do for the future. That just means more opportunity for me to kind of save up money just a little bit longer, and maybe make the next big event a much more fun and colorful experience. We'll see what happens. Personally, I was actually planning to try to see if I can find a way to get myself to Niagara Falls for this year, or maybe next year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I gotta try to visit spots that I don't think many people would think of going first, just so I can go and check it out myself, and I think that that's a perfect first area to kind of go to, somewhere near Canada. Also, I just want to see if they can invite me in, because god damn it, I want to get out of this country.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, actually, Niagara Falls sounds really nice. I want to see if I could visit there too one day. I heard it's really nice over there. But yeah, session 50 of the PokePod anime edition. Session number 50. We certainly come a long way.
Hell yeah, man. In case you weren't aware, though, next week on Friday is actually
Mm-hmm.
going to be the 5th anniversary of the pod in general. We've
Well, there you
actually
go, man.
began doing this back in 2015, I want to say. I think it was August 7th of 2015 when we did and by we I mean I think it was me, John or JPR as you know,
Mm-hmm.
and TSS as well as Tyrone. We did our first ever like collab
Mm-hmm.
in John's channel where we did like a Q&A session, and at the time we didn't really have an idea as to what to call these sessions. All we just knew is that they simply existed. And at the time, we never thought it would ever get to a point where we would get ourselves here today, 5 years later, to still be together and allow the community to grow with us anyway, and have sessions like these. I mean, like, look at us here tonight. We're not doing Pokemon related stuff, but we're definitely going to be having a lot of fun with the anime side of things, and I'm just grateful that people have given us the opportunity to kind of explore and grow, and allowed us to still be around after everything that's been happening, So, to the chat, I appreciate all of you guys, to the viewers who might be watching this after the stream had already concluded. Thank you guys. To anybody who just might be watching this in just general, um, it's been a blast. I can't wait to continue to do more of this later down the road. Obviously, there are still more things to come, and I can only hope that it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, and here's to many more to come, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just amazed, man. I never thought it would be like what it is. Back in what the start of X and Y, when I
Pretty
started
much.
with when I started with doing recordings with Tyrone. I don't think he nor I thought we would ever get to this point where we're all here just
Just
casually chilling. And hell, we even met up in person times too. That's also the wild part. We
yeah.
never thought that we, as a group, would ever get an opportunity to kind of do things like this. Like we met up in Anime NYC, and they as well met up during what was it, the Pokemon Worlds event in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
It's stuff like this that I appreciate so much, and I'm just grateful that I had the opportunity to do these kind of things before this year happened. So
Yeah.
hopefully, when all this kind of goes and disappears and goes whoosh, we can finally go back and try to kind of get back together with everybody again for another fun time.
Hell yeah, man. Hell
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, fingers crossed for that. But once again, everybody, thank you so much again for all your love and support. You guys, because of all your support, chat, you have no idea how much that has gratefully impacted all of our lives for the better, for sure. And we can only hope that you guys will continue to support us for many more years to come. And hopefully, as we continue to grow bigger, as time passes on, we can do more bigger and better things with everybody, and community as well. I always remember the ones who've been there with me since the very beginning. And I'll always appreciate those who've stuck by with me till the very end, even after all the shenanigans that happened during the 5 years. And anything else off the top of my head? Nah. We're just going to be having a fun session for tonight, like any other session, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing right now, obviously, for us for tonight is simply going to be about anime. We're obviously going to be talking about a lot of anime for tonight. Rent a Girlfriend, Snafu. What else? Uzaki-chan. I do want to hear your opinions.
On Misfits, of course.
Yes.
And if you watch it yet, I want to hear your opinions on the God of High School. If not, it's okay. But
Oh yeah, well no. I'll save that for another session only because I want to complete it now.
okay,
I want
no
to watch
problem.
the whole thing before I actually say anything because I haven't got to that particular episode
Mm-hmm.
that people are talking about. That I think is the big point of the show. So I want to get to that big point of the show just to see what the hell
Okay.
I'm getting myself into, and then probably either talk about it on Monday's pod or on Friday/Saturday's anime pod. But yes, I am watching it. I'm not gonna say anything yet. I'm not gonna say where I'm at yet as well. All you're gonna know
All
from
right.
me is that I'm gonna give my thoughts on it when the time is right. I feel like this is a show because of all the
okay.
episodes being available at the time that it is right now. It only feels appropriate to talk about it in its entirety rather than just a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Not a problem there.
yeah. Also, yes, I do want to talk about Rent a Girlfriend, though, Joey, because of that particular guy. Yeah. I'm gonna save my thoughts for that one when we get to that review. Oh my god.
We're gonna save our thoughts for that.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
save our thoughts for that.
hold your horses.
Oh my god. I talked about what I was hoping for this week, and while I didn't get the answer that I was hoping for, I got a better outcome. I think.
Yeah, it's still a pretty suitable episode.
Yeah, I would say this episode single-handedly saved this series for me. Now. Yeah, but I'll share my thoughts about it then, though. But I'm curious because as I'm preparing things up for our snafu reaction, Evie, can you please take a second as well to talk about the show I recommended you, and I saw you were tweeting about it regarding a particular show I watched last week, being of the Misfit of Demon Academy. I don't know how far you got into it in particular. I think you tweeted up to episode 2, if I'm correct.
I am 100% caught up.
Oh, you watched all 4 episodes.
I binged it, my friend.
Oh man, when I saw you tweet about the second episode's finale, I was like, bro, I don't know what he's gonna say if he watches episode 3, because that goes a complete 180.
Yeah, I made a follow-up tweet on that. Pretty much that iconic throwing your computer out the window. Yeah, that pretty much summarizes what happened by the time I watched episode 3. Yeah, so with that in mind, let me go ahead and give my thoughts on the Misfit of Demon Academy while KG works on his camera. So pretty much like KG said, the Misfit of Demon Academy, it's not really too like story heavy, I believe is what you said last time.
Nah, it isn't really story heavy. It's just more so character driven, I would say.
Yeah, so it's a lot more character driven. It's more that, and you also get to understand the background and the lore behind some of these characters and the world that they're in. So let's see. Let me just quickly pull up the character list here. Yeah. So you brought up the main character. I believe his name is Alos.
Anos. Boldigard, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce his last name.
Yeah, Anos Boldigard. Here, I'm just gonna pull up the character list right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my boy Anos Boldigard. Damn, that motherfucker's strong. First of all, it's like you said. First of all, he literally brought a man to his knees, but by simply the sound of his heartbeat, and then this right here, that could literally kill people in an instant. And whenever he just takes like this normal breath of like this, when he's exhaling out air like it was nothing, he puts out flames out of these like god slaying swords. I was like, God damn, bro! Like I can understand that. You were being reincarnated as from what happened over 2,000 years ago. But like, come on, my dude, like take it easy on this modern world. They're probably not gonna. You're probably not gonna find anyone as strong as you are, And
he just casually does things, man. I think that's my favorite part about Anos's character so much is that he just casually does things. Like there's no build up, there's like no hype or anything. No, he just snaps his finger or comes back to life or just says a particular line that doesn't make sense, like the whole stupid, even if you killed me, I'm not gonna actually be dead or something like that,
Yeah, or the fact that he can literally fucking pick up an entire castle and fucking fling it like it was nothing with just his fingers.
I know! I was like, bro, that is so good.
Yeah, but so Anos Boldigard, I like him as a character. I was expecting him to be like a bit of a pushover, thinking that he's still gonna retain his this stigma or these stereotypes that tend to be associated with demon lords, right? But he seems to be adapting pretty well in this new society that he was born in, literally a month ago.
Yeah, he was just born, and like his first line was his name.
I've got to say, one of my favorite parts on episode 2, I think it literally is like the first 5 minutes. You got to see this flashback of when Anos was born, right? When he was reincarnated into this world. It's like you have these 2 very young parents. Like, oh my gosh, like we finally have our first son. What are we gonna name him? Let's name him I am Anos Boldigard.
Yeah, in the opening. It's like
like
I
damn,
love
all
how
right.
I love how the parents are so casual about it too. It's just like, oh man, he was just 1 month old when he just came into this world, and now look at him. He's already entering the Demon Academy. I feel like there should probably be a little bit more, I don't know, questionable, thinking
Well,
going on here.
yeah.
But like, they're like, nah, he's our son. We're gonna love him to death. And hey, listen, more power to those parents. I think they're great. I honestly think the parents of Anos is great.
Oh, they are, dude. I seriously think they are. You know, it's one thing, right? Like, they're young. They're just new parents. It just so happens that they just get, they're now, the parents of this reincarnated demon lord, right?
Yeah.
But on top of that, they're still pretty good young parents. Like in the first episode when they brought home Misha, the first character that Anos met at the academy, when he brought her home, they were all just feeling they were so proud and and full of honor that like, oh my god, my boy Anos, he's been born 1 month ago, he's already bringing home a woman.
I know, that was so great because it's like, you truly are like your dad or something like that. And I'm like, didn't you only just get one?
Yeah. Yeah, and then of course when they brought home Sasha in episode 2, they're like, wait a minute, like I thought they get this idea that oh my gosh, you brought her another woman. That's not good. You already have a girlfriend. You already have a bride. But no, nope, they're like, you brought home bride number 2. Holy shit!
Yeah, it only just gets better, man.
Yeah, and I think it will get better, man, because episode 3 and episodes 4, you are gonna come across some plot twists, and of course you're gonna dive more into what became of this current world that Anos surrounded himself in. Because I'm not gonna spoil it too much for those of you guys who want to give Misfit or Demon Academy a shot.
Yeah.
But let's just say something happened 2,000 years ago where Anos wanted to establish this better world for both demons and humans. But it turns out that once he's been born again into this new world, there has been a bit of mix-ups here and there. So I think this anime is going to eventually dive more into that. And of course, if you want to look for some good action as well, look more into some of these characters in terms of their background and maybe some potential good character development into this series. I definitely think this series could definitely give you that. I'll tell you this much: it's not really your regular like Demon Academy or this really fantasy magic anime, right? I actually think this could actually be good. So
Overall, though, like,
yeah,
would you follow the 3 episode rule and recommend it? Just out of
oh, I
curiosity.
would.
Oh,
I would.
wholeheartedly. Okay, good.
I definitely recommend this for those guys who are see because I'm not really that much into fantasy anime, but
Uh-huh.
I would actually give this one a try for those of you guys who are curious about this anime. So yeah, I would definitely give this a shot. I think you are gonna like the characters and you know get yourself diversion. Get yourself what's the word? Like you're going to get into the lore behind this new world. So definitely give it a shot. And
Yeah, I'm,
KG,
I'm so
and of
glad though
course,
because I need more people to see this show. Listen, story wise and all this kind of stuff, it's not the best. I'm gonna just tell you right off the bat, it is not the best. But
mm-mm,
I do believe what they have in this show is enough to make
mm-hmm,
it something to watch. I feel like the show is watchable in a good way. It's like one of
yeah,
those, like, you just want to see where the shit goes because you have a powerful character. You want to see how they play with that. And you want to see those 2 girls as well and the storyline,
mm-hmm.
because they really did a good first impression for me with those 2 characters, in my opinion. I
Oh yeah,
loved
same here.
Sasha. I love Misha. They're great characters. I mean, what's not to love about them, man? They're great. And then
I
of
know,
course,
man.
episode 3 and episode 4 diving into their story, getting to know a little bit more about who they are, and then eventually getting to the conclusion that they brought up. I thought that was a good way to wrap things up for their introduction story.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just me, KG, but are you actually caught up yourself? Like up to episode 4? I believe is the latest episode. Have you caught up?
Repeat that again, please. My headphones fell.
No, you're good. Are you caught up with Misfit?
Yes, I'm caught up. Obviously, I've watched all of it. I have not seen episode 5, but I believe that's because that comes out tomorrow. So
Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's just me, but to me, after episode 4 with the way it ended, that felt like a bit more of that felt a little bit of a prologue.
right, like everything was like just leading up to it to get to where they're at right now. It was like episode 1 through 4 was technically episode 0. Now the real story begins. I did like all the setup that we got throughout these 4 episodes. Still, they introduced the characters, they introduced the setting, they introduced a bit of backstory leading to the present time, and of course the biggest twist of it all, mystery. They added mystery to this show as well, because as you stated before, something happened in between the events that occurred 2,000 years ago to the present timeline, and now you want to just ask yourself, what happened?
Right?
That's the big thing. We want to know what happened during that time. Of course, we'll probably get more answers about that at some point later down the road. But for now, though, I think I'm good to go, Evie. I would like to say I'm good to go.
Okay. Just a quick few thoughts. I think it's just 2 more points I want to point out.
No, go right ahead, buddy, please.
Yeah. So, like you said, the ending song slaps.
Oh,
I actually like the
dude,
ending a lot
yes.
more than the opening.
Oh, I love the opening more. But that's just my take, though. I'm starting to casually grow more attached to the to the character, to the not to the character, to the ending as well. I just think it's because I haven't had a really good opening so far, in my opinion, that I was thinking like that describes badassery. So I feel like I got my
Oh, Snafu wasn't enough?
Listen,
No, I'm kidding.
Snafu was a hard feel. I wasn't expecting badass visuals for Snafu.
No, I'm just weighing
So
around,
Snafu got me in the feels, man. That's what that show did for me with the opening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
And one last point. Thank you, KG, for recommending me this anime. I actually think it was a lot more better than I expected, to be honest. Because
yeah,
coming into this, I wasn't giving it much thought. I'm pretty sure you were in the same boat, but once we actually gave this anime a shot, I definitely think it's something worth watching and something to consider in your watch list.
yeah. Listen, if you folks are just interested to know what this man is capable of doing, we've talked about the heartbeat so many times already at this point, but let that be like something to kind of intrigue you. I'm not saying like this is the most recommended anime of this season, but it is something to, if you're like bored, if you just want to watch something casually, Misfit, I think, fits that category perfectly well. And I hope more people take an opportunity to watch the show and enjoy it,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So definitely watch it, and I guarantee you'll get head pass from Misha.
Yeah. Listen, man, I'm Team Sasha, though. Let's be real here. Ah, man.
I like Sasha.
Ah, you like her too?
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I mean, they're both great. Listen.
No, they are both great, but the thing is, I don't want to I don't want to give out too much spoilers. So for now, I'm on Team Misha, considering what happened to Sasha on episode 3. It's just gonna take time for me to. I just need Sasha to redeem himself.
Yeah,
in other words,
Sasha,
for me to like her back again.
Sasha, for me, I grew more attached to her thanks to episode 4. Episode 4, I feel like I got an understanding as to why she did it. You remember last week when I was talking to you about, like, I kind of want to see something from Mami-chan to kind of explain the whole backstory to make me feel. That's what happened with freaking Misfit of all shows. Misfit did that treatment with Sasha, and I think from that point, that's when I grew attached to Sasha's character.
Yeah. Trust me, man. Look, I was on the same boat with you on Sasha on episode 2, but then like episode 3 onwards, like cool. Like I now understand why Sasha behaved the way she is, what she's gone through. But at least personally, this is just me. It's just gonna. She just needs to redeem herself again to make me like her again.
We need to see more of her. Yeah.
Yeah. So for now, it's just gonna be Misha for me. So. That's just my entire take on the Misfit of Demon Academy. So give it a shot, you guys.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, if you guys want to tie this to Pokemon a little bit, The voice actress who plays Sasha in Demon Academy, otherwise known as Natsuyoshi Yuko, she actually does a voice for one of the characters in Pokemon PM 2019. It's a supporting character, so it's not a character that many people might be familiar with, but it's actually Koharu's homeroom teacher from the school. So she actually does voices for that character. I'm looking at the list and I'm surprised she doesn't really have that many roles aside from like 3 shows.
No, but you know what? I definitely think she does some. She should deserve more opportunities in this because I'm liking her role as Sasha.
Koharu's homeroom teacher. Yeah, she doesn't have a name. It's literally just Koharu's teacher. That's as far as I could go with that, buddy. Maybe we'll get a name for her later down the road, but I don't think she has a name at this present time.
Yeah.
All right, so I got everything set, buddy.
That's my takes.
And I'm glad to hear, buddy. I'm very happy, first of all, that you actually enjoyed it. I think that's my favorite thing about this whole thing. I finally got somebody else to enjoy it with me. All right, so.
All right, cool. So we're skipping out the reaction. Just my opinion, some misfit.
We're done for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
Right, good night, everyone.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, let me go and change the scenery right now. There we go. Oh, I gotta probably fix this up a little bit because I noticed it's blurry. There we go. Perfect. All right. Hey, look, a nice little new layout right here. I probably should tweak it up a little bit, but I think it looks good so far. I had the camera. Yeah, I know, right? I need to cut this shit, man, for real. It's getting big now. I don't know how to feel about that. No, but
I have one too.
Yeah, okay, good line. Think of this as the Backstreet Boys hair growth that's happening because I ain't gonna go cut my hair. Yeah, I'm closer to the camera only because 2 things. 1, the camera is literally right here. And 2, the camera originally used to be over there. However, when I went to watch some of the playbacks, I noticed that the lighting did like only one side of my face while the other part was darker. And to just kind of even things out, I have it in the middle where the 2 lights are, right here. Yeah. So it should hopefully make things better. And also somebody says to see the details. Yeah, that's you, goddammit. Listen, I don't want to see tears, man. I don't want to see tears. I want to be happy. I want to smile. I don't know what to expect with this episode, Evie. Come on, man.
You're asking for something impossible for a series from Snafu. So
I know. That's what hurts the most.
All right, so I'm ready as well, my friend. So let us know when you're ready.
All right, first let me try to sneeze because I think my nose wants to sneeze and it didn't sneeze. Okay, I hate that. All right, let me just double check real quick with you, Evie, because is yours starting things off with the TBS logo, correct?
Same as usual.
All right. Everybody, as you guys already know, when we do our Snafu reactions, we always do the traditional 3, 2, 1, and that kind of thing. Because I obviously can't show any visuals whatsoever here in the present screen. So, we're going to be reacting to the recent episode of Snafu. It's going to begin with it's 24-21. That is correct there, Evie.
Yeah, 24-21.
All right, so Donnie, thank you so much for being with us here. I don't know if you want to come back in 30 minutes because, after we watch the episode, we're going to be talking about it. And given that it might be a heavy episode, we might be talking about it for a little while longer. I think. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens. But just giving you a heads up, though, there. But now, with that being said, though, I want to say we're good to go.
All right. Just give us a countdown.
All righty, then. Everybody in the chat, are you guys ready to join us for tonight? We're going to be doing our reaction to Snafu Season 3, Episode 4. All right. I almost got lost there because I was thinking this episode 3 again, but no. Alrighty then, everybody. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go, guys.
No,
what? Jesus Christ. The TBS was not to bring us waterworks now.
Ah, shit, it's already beginning. Oh, look at the chat already. Moving and grooving, getting 72 likes. Oh, that's
Snapchat in the flesh.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad to see. Wait, so yeah, if I recall correctly, last week's event was simply a promotional video to kind of let things kind of be what they are right now to hype things up for the prom.
Yeah.
Hachiman is done. Yeah, he's so done, man.
There we go. Nice pictures there. Beautiful.
No. I need to see him. Come on. Yeah, you let her. You let them decide. Don't let Hachiman touch that because he'll just X out everything at that point. Once again, glasses just make the character so much better in my humble opinion. I'm just saying. So they're already doing things, I guess.
Yeah, so they're gonna take care of the rest when Hachiman and Yui are done for the day.
Probably. All right, I forgot. Despite them doing it as a group, I completely forgot that she mentioned she wanted to take care of things on her own terms.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a message here. Making sure everything's fine.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Never mind.
Go ahead.
It's good. Don't worry. I didn't miss anything. I just wanted to make sure I didn't see anything or skipped anything. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, what's happening, you two? Come on.
What? Oh, Hachiman can read the scene. Listen, I'm Team Yukino, but I still like Yui. Does that make sense?
I love. You gotta love both girls. It's a sin to
you
actually hate
can't
one
hate
of them.
them. It's just that you can only technically just be on one team, man.
I know, man, and that's what's gonna hurt most coming into this, because one of them is gonna win. I feel like, and I'm not ready for that.
I'm nowhere near ready for that, man.
Because if one of them wins, whether or not it's your preferred girl, it's gonna hurt. We're gonna take an L in some way.
Yeah.
We're gonna take an L in some way.
Someone's taking an L. Maybe it might be all of us. Who knows? Maybe Hachiman, for the better, will just decide to say neither to the girls and just be by himself with his sister, and that's it. It's gonna be a lolicon ending. Wait, was that always there in the?
Yeah, it's always. I don't see any changes.
Okay, I thought I could have sworn I saw some changes. I don't know if it's just me. I might have to recheck on the original openings because I know usually after like the third episodes or fourth ones, they tend to kind of like change a little bit of the visuals, but not much though.
It's the wee changes.
Yeah, just small changes. So we'll see. I'm gonna check on it later. Yes, my favorite place. Rah rah.
Rah rah. So right now they're just looking for something for Hajiman's sister.
Exactly.
I gotta love those imitations.
Yeah, for real. I even love that the characters just call out being like, the hell was that? Damn. Yes, buy her coffee. That'll work. Why is he so excited for coffee?
I'm not sure if it's a Japan thing to get excited over new vending machines.
Look at that! He's even taking a selfie with the coffee machine. What is going on?
Man, he actually is excited over a vending machine.
I know, that's what's just striking me so odd right now.
Looking a little bit out of character too, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, join him.
Oh, no, don't join him. Just take one casually by yourself.
Come
Oh,
on.
no, she did it. It's in.
There we go.
Ah, good lad. Oh,
Oh,
mission
Nicolas,
accomplished. Time to
God
go
damn.
home. God.
Oh, they're literally in an IKEA.
Damn. What's going on there, Hachiman? Why are you staring at the floor for? Oh, is she? Nah, she can't be thinking
Come on,
about that.
she knows she wants it.
Oh my God! Stop hurting me already. You know it's not gonna happen to her, buddy. Well, I don't know. I'm still confused with the outcome, but yeah. Do they have their own individual paths in terms of where they want to go? What?
Not as far as I know.
Oh, are they just gonna have a nice little chat?
Yeah, let's talk about their own futures. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Let us hear your futures. Oh, yes, we're gonna hear about it.
Yep.
An idol?
Mm?
Well, he wanted money, of course.
Yeah.
Hachiman doesn't look idol-ish. No.
Oh, of course you do.
No.
Come on, you. You're looking at your husband.
Oh no! I can already see it, man. Oh.
Oh, look at those two having fun.
Oh shit. But she's so pushy though. But I kind of like that. But then again, after the events of episode 2, I can kind of understand why. You know?
Oh, what's going on here?
Wait, what happened here?
What happened?
Oh, right. I forgot the preview showed them off, didn't they?
They're here. Yep, they're here.
Man.
Don't tell me this is where the waterworks begin.
No. We're only 9
What do I
minutes.
hear boss music?
Nah,
No.
fuck. What? But that's literally the best way to describe high school students.
She's literally the epitome of the no fun allowed sign.
Exactly. Look at her.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Wait, what?
Oh, god damn it.
Damn. How do you... I apologize if we're mute, ladies and gents. We're just trying to, grab all this right now that's being thrown in our faces.
Yeah.
There's a lot of text happening on screen at the moment, so I hope people will understand why we're being a little bit mute. especially given that this is a major thing right now with the prom event and
Yeah, you want to listen to the important dialogue, so
exactly.
we got to stay quiet in some parts.
But still, though. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Richie decided to give us a bit of a host. Thank you, buddy. I absolutely appreciate it. Actually, I forgot to turn it on. Actually, there we go. Thank you so much, buddy. All right, there we go. Back to the show. Yeah, that the mutter really is quick.
Man, for real.
No, you can though. See, even Hachiman, thank you. He's speaking up.
Come on, Sensei. Come on, be on their side. That's right. Tell this woman down there it's okay to have fun.
Okay, so this sort of discussion won't stop just now. It's gonna probably be
Just
brought
part one
back
of
later.
many, I suppose. Yeah.
That is oof, man. This is interesting. Wait, what happened? Hold on, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it, buddy. Tell them what? What?
Come on, please say it. Don't leave that for another episode.
Oh man. So what's gonna happen? No, come on. I mean, I understand you want to take care of things on your own, but like, it's okay to,
To ask for help.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Hachiman has helped people out in some rough spots.
But that doesn't mean you can't just support them. Exactly. Thank you. That, ah, sh- Damn.
I mean, I can see both of your guys' points.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just one of those tough situations.
That's the thing. Yeah. Also, I'm noticing that the internet's going a little wonky, but I hope it should be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully. Let me just close these out real quick so I don't cause them
Yeah,
to.
so.
There we
Mhm.
go. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, let me know if anything happens, and then I'll just pause the episode.
All right, all right. We do apologize if it's acting all wonky and whatnot, chat. We're just trying to see if oh,
Yukino,
oh.
come on.
I know this is her arc, but like, man, shit.
I mean,
It's
I
because
get you,
we.
but at the same time, This whole situation in itself is already a complete head scratcher for me, man.
Yeah. I think it's because we've gotten so accustomed to all of them always working with each other. To see how
It
they're now trying to distance themselves in a way like this,
right?
it's a little odd. But not in a bad way. It's just more so you understand. It's just do you want to accept it?
Oh,
Wait,
what do we have
what?
here?
Gaham? Wait, what? I love triangle or something. When was this?
It's something that we've never seen before.
I guess it must have happened immediately after the conference or the meeting was ended.
What?
Okay, that's good. I mean, there's nothing
Eh,
wrong about being independent.
yeah, but I think Hachima is very he's very used to Yukino, and I think having others lean on him when it comes to having help.
I
I,
I'm a
I I
s-
think I
mm,
think he's just affected by that.
I
The fact that he's not being leaned on anymore.
yeah, like everybody usually often talks to him as well and try to work things out together, but here it's a different story now, man. Oh, that's nice. What? Hold on, hold on. It's gonna get canceled?
Saying prom might be in trouble. Yeah.
What's happening?
Calling up Sensei. Oh yeah. Oh man.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened here? Wait, what's happening? Well, come on. What the hell?
Come on, my dude.
Well,
Be
what's
honest.
happening? Oh!
Going back to that moment back in
Oh,
season two.
man.
Man, dude, I felt that.
Wait, what?
What's happening?
Is Yui crying?
Oh no, dude, don't do this to me.
Oh boy. Oh man. She's probably not happy at the fact that he's going
Oh.
to her.
It's because she already knows, dude.
That's why she wants to end things. Or not have things as genuine. Wow, she's gone.
She really up and left.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's the song in the background? Oh, Yui, no. I mean, I applaud you for that because you do have a point, but no, come on, baby girl.
Oh man. She knew, didn't she? What?
Oh god, dude. Oh, dude. Oh god, flipping. Damn it.
No
You had
way,
to
dude!
end it that way. You had to end it
No!
that way.
No!
So I don't know. It just it feels like it's finally sealing the deal
She
between these two girls.
realized. She realized the result. She knew she lost.
Ah.
Like there's nothing she can do because she
It just
knows it.
great. Every time I hear the song now, it's just gonna bring back fucking flashbacks of this episode. Oh god damn it, dude. All right, so let's see what happens on next week's preview,
Are they
and
gonna
then
have
we.
a preview though? Yeah, they have. Yeah, there's a little bit of time left. Wait, hold on. What was the name of that episode? That went by quick. Shizuka
Here.
Hiratsuka deeply longs for the days past.
All right. All right, Chad. All right, Terrell.
I
You
guess
kept true to your words.
if you were Team Yui, this episode would hurt like a motherfucker, man.
That is a clear red flag there. I think.
But we're only 4 episodes
All
in,
right,
though.
dude. Snafu ain't backing down, dude. They're literally hitting us really hard with the drama
Uh
side of
huh.
things. All right, so overall, this episode, I've got to rate, like we said before, I got to rate this episode 10 out of 10. It's got to be this way for every Snafu episode, but
Oh my.
definitely, without a doubt, I think this episode is definitely going to be a huge turning point for what's to come for the rest of these characters, with Hachiman, with Yukino, and with Yui. It's like I can just already feel like these next few episodes are just going to stack, just bigger and bigger and bigger in development, and with the storylines, and of course the emotional roller coasters that we're going to be coming
But the
soon.
key word, I think to me, the key word that really sealed the deal for me for this episode had to be that
Mm-hmm.
one word, codependency.
Codependency, yeah, because Hachiman really wanted Yukino to lean on him,
Yeah.
and because he did promise Yukino that he would save her one day.
And that's why Sensei
So
was making
it,
sure
it just
he
comes
didn't
it all
forget.
comes back to that one word, man, codependency.
Oh my god, man. Thank you, Lightning, for the host. Appreciate it. Oh, man. It's like, listen, this hurts because this is what's happening now. Is that their relationship, not their like actual relationship, but like their bonds as friends, is starting to crumble now. Like this is the starting point where it's like starting to legitimately crumble
Mm-hmm.
because they realize that what they're feeling right now, the other person has as well, which will unfortunately lead to a impactful moment sometime later down the road. And despite seeing the events that happened in this episode, knowing that she understands what just happened,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready, man. Shit.
I know, dude. Like, honestly, at this point, if Yui completely understands that she's not going to get what she wants, the least she could do heading forward with the remaining episodes of this series is for her to support both of her friends the way she always has been. I think that's the best way they could close things off for Yui.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's 8
so
episodes left, guys.
well, ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
These
I'm
are
already
going to
here with my
be
Kokoro stroke.
these are going to be the toughest 8 episodes we're going to have to go through with these next 2 months, man.
And motherfucker, my fall semester is coming around in 3 weeks. How the hell am I supposed to concentrate with Snafu still around?
You're gonna be in like your class session, and teacher's gonna be like, "Why are you crying in the middle of the session?"
He wanted to save her. He wanted to save her. Oh man, but
Oh my god.
yeah, it hurts. And to all of you, to everyone, as to every member of the Yui clan. I know this episode. This episode hurts.
Pour one out for the Yui. I
Yeah.
might be Yukino, but pour one out for them though. Just say.
See, I'm telling you, man. You love both girls, but we're all gonna take girls in some way. I know you're Team Yukino, but like it hurts seeing Yui getting hurt. So that in itself is an L to you as well. But anyway, so this episode in general, man. It starts off really nice with Hachima and Yui just spending time together, right? Talking about their futures and just shopping together and what they want to what they want to present to Hachima's sister. But coming to this episode and then this whole situation with prom and then Hachima and then with the fucking codependency. And then it ended up hurting Yui.
Yeah.
It was just an absolute shit show of emotions, dude. And you also got to wonder too, man. I mean, it's not just you. We also got about Yukino. I know there's nothing wrong with her being independent. We've seen that multiple times in this season so far. But when is her breaking point going to come in? When is that going to kick in? Where she will really speak out the words, "I need your help again." So yeah, man.
There's a lot.
Jesus.
The thing as well about this episode is that there's just a lot of symbolism, not through the voice acting and through the lines, but also through the visuals, man. In the ending segment when they finished their conversation with Yukino's mother, They had a segment where like they were looking from out the window, the camera, and it was like one particular section of the window was open enough only for Yukino to be there, while everybody else was like sealed up by the window. And it's supposed to symbolize how much she's trying to be alone or independent, be on her own, you know.
Yeah.
And there's shit like that that's in this episode. I love when Framework can do an amazing job to just push the amount of symbolism that they're trying to portray for those moments. And I think that segment there with the camera angle, zooming out of the school window and only having Yukino be the one that you could see visibly, where all the others are a little harder to see because they're sealed by the window.
Right.
Like, it's shit like that I love about this episode, man. And
absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Just another point I want to bring up too. And this goes back to season 2. I'm not sure if you can remember this clearly yourself, KG, but do you remember this one moment where Hachiman and the sensei, they were going out for a night drive, and then they were just talking about Hachiman's relationship with the girl so far?
yes.
I remember this particular quote from the teacher where she specifically says something about, you know, even like friends can end up hurting each other, whether it's intentional or unintentional. And we just saw that right here in this episode, man. Like, it's a slice of life asset, man. And honestly, like, friendship can be a wonderful thing, but at the same time, it could also hurt you, whether it's intentional or not.
I think what really sold the deal for me with that moment you're talking about, Evie, is if you think about it, when Sensei and Hachiman were talking with each other about the events that were happening with the prom potentially being canceled, notice that Hachiman said those words literally in front of Yui's face about wanting to save Yukino. She heard everything. And that, I think, is so important for this moment, because you could see who he really is going to save in the end.
Yeah. But goddamn, man. I mean, but look, if this is the route we're going, if this is heading towards the Yukino round, I don't mind it, man. Like, you know, either way, from the beginning of this series, you know, like, I had a gut feeling that everything has got to draw back to Yukino, because really, who's the first person that Hachiman met in that club? It was Yukino.
Yukino. It's always the first girl meetup that tends to be the one that wins. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or your childhood friend. No, actually, if you're a childhood friend, you have it worse.
I know, man. Oh, and I actually didn't know this here, but Tasso buddy, are you there? If you could talk to us, man. We want to hear your thoughts about this episode, man.
No, yeah, I was listening to you guys. I didn't want to interrupt you. What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
We're just talking about the recent events of this episode.
Yeah, I know it was something. I mean, that's why I wanted to join today's podcast, because I feel like you know, obviously, since you guys are huge fans of Snafu, as am I feel like I was just curious as to what your opinions were on this episode, and you know, talk about that heartbreaking scene with Yui, and you know,
hey man, you and I were being affected by this, man. I know you're also team Yui.
No, and listen, the fact that this is happening episode 4 and we still have
8 episodes
left, it's like, okay, like, where does Yui stand? Is she gonna be the like, is she gonna start helping Hachiman get with Yukino now, or like I don't know. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Would Yui now become like a wingman for him now?
Exactly. You know,
I didn't even think about that shit. That's gonna hurt even more.
Exactly. And you know, I've seen a lot of animes do that. Obviously, I'm not gonna say which ones, because then that would be a spoiler. But yeah, I hope they don't go that route. Or I feel like, because here's the thing, right? I feel like Yui, that's her interpretation of the situation, right? Yeah, Hachiman admitted that she promised Yukino that he would save her one of these days. But maybe that's just it. Maybe there's not more to it. I mean, yeah, Hachiman expressed himself when he usually doesn't. but maybe this is like the first step. But that doesn't mean that there's like some sort of love behind it. I mean, I know Hachiman cares for Yukino, but it's like maybe that's it. There's not more to it. Maybe he's just being a
Maybe.
friend. So like I felt like as a viewer, we were just obviously looking through Yui's interpretation. She gave that whole speech about like she should have shot her shot before that. Hachiman like she couldn't bring herself to ask Hachiman for help because that's just not like it would make her weak and inferior to Yukino. So
You
yeah,
could
it just
see
hurt.
that,
Oh, go
Yui
ahead.
was like pushing a lot in this episode. I mean, even to the
Yeah.
point when she was saying something about being a bride as well, which we never get to see
Yeah.
her kind of do like this kind of thing,
Yeah, I feel like she's pulling out her trump cards. Like this is it. Like it's now or never. But now it all depends on Hachiman, right? Yui tried. Yukino's not really trying, but I guess in her own way, that was her trump card of like save me one day, and now it's coming into play. So it's up to
Oh.
Hachiman now. It's like, which route are you gonna take? Is this a favor that he's gonna do for Yukino because she asked, it was a request from the club, or
Yeah.
is there more to it? And that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's it.
excited for.
I
Yeah.
know. Is it gonna be as a member or is it gonna be as something more than a friend? But
Hmm.
I don't know. Like, would
Exactly.
would Hachiman really? Because his character has never been to approach somebody like that to romantic feelings in some sort.
Hmm.
He's never been that kind of
Agreed.
character. The only person that Hachiman has gotten close to getting romantic feelings, surprisingly, is the trap, and that's it. But
Yeah,
like
that's right.
the thing I'm wondering now is like if we do go the approach that Tasso's talking about, like what
Uh,
exactly are they going to do with Hachiman? How are they going to make Hachiman actually confront these two girls? Because I don't think it's gonna be just the moment where Yukino is gonna be there. I think genuinely, I think both Yui and Yuki are gonna be side by side, and Hachiman right there at that moment has to make the decision on whose side he's going to side with,
Right.
right.
It,
and that's
uh,
gonna hurt.
it really is. I feel like Snafu. Like the thing I love about Snafu is that there's just so many little details that mean so much, but you wouldn't think of. Like you wouldn't think that it has more meaning to it, but like obviously behind it, like it being Snafu, like there's a huge interpretation, or maybe there's foreshadowing. Like I was listening to your podcast before I joined, and you were saying about talking about how Yukino was just being focused on the window, and it's like maybe that's like foreshadowing. Like maybe that's just some sort of cinematography meaning behind it. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're foreshadowing the future. Like maybe Yukino just feels like that, and this is their way of showing it through the camera, the lenses, or
You say
maybe it's
that
just
as
nothing.
well, but I also love how like it was focusing on Yukino, but the way the episode is titled is that Yui is thinking about the future as well.
Yeah.
But it's you could tell that this is Yukino's whole thing, and Yui got shafted really hard in this
Oh
episode.
yeah, and she knows it too. That's what I love about her character. It's like she's not gonna say, you know what, um, I'm gonna get in between them. Like she's acknowledging her position, and now it's like, what's her next move? She didn't say it in this episode, but it's like she acknowledges where she's at, and that's what makes me hurt the most. Because when a character does that, you really think to yourself if there's any hope in the future. Like maybe this is one of those animes that could really redeem her as a character. So we'll
And
see.
you know what? It's moments like that. You just Yui accepting where she is at this point for her life right now. This is why we stand for Yui. I'm still gonna stand for Yui until this, even after that episode, man. Because it's shit like that makes me respect Yui even more.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry. I had to go real quick.
no,
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 you're
no,
good.
no, no.
You're
It's
good.
it's, it's
Okay.
good. It's just more so. I'm just thinking. you know,
Oh, okay.
it's like because as stated before, we've grown attached to these characters for so long now. I'm just like looking through all the stuff that we've been through with these characters for the past couple of years through the light novels, the manga, And now here in the anime with the third season, I genuinely don't know what we're gonna get for this, man. This story is driving me nuts, and we have 2 more months, 2 more months of this bull.
Exactly. 2 more months of pain. And
2 more months of
I
pain.
could...
I was thinking, last week's episode, it was so calm, it was so soothing, etc. All that stuff is like a nice change of pace. Come into this episode, well, bam, it hits you hard.
Fucking 180 on that shit. Yep.
And that just brings me back to the opening, because, like, okay, first off, I'm gonna admit it on stream. I have been listening to the OP on repeat. Some of it's good, but there's just this one part that I just keep on rewinding, and I feel like it's that part that makes me like not as surprised that this moment happened. And it's the part where like Yukino, Yui, and Hachiman, they get like their own 2 seconds of like looking up at the camera. And it's like Hachiman, like at the end, you notice how like he has like it looks like he's about to make a tough decision, or he's like hurting for someone, like he feels bad. And I feel like that's kind of like that goes into this episode, like in his head, like he feels bad for Yui. And I don't know if that's gonna come to play later, because like you said, KG, maybe at the end he's gonna have to choose in front of him, and that's gonna hurt the most. So man, like I hate how OPs do that. It's like they kind of spoil it, but it's like
it's up to like interpretation at that point. You have to decide if that's the correct answer, or we just have to wait 2 months to get the full answer. But it doesn't stop there. There's so much other things about this episode that really leaves a lot to answer, and I don't know, man. 8 more episodes to go. Whoopee. I love pain. Here, let me go play the world's saddest song on the world's smallest guitar. Okay, but anyway.
Oh my god, you actually have it. I thought you were going to pull the YouTube video or something.
No. I legitimately have the world's smallest guitar right here.
That's hilarious.
I have this shit prepared for every week, man. This pain does not stop.
I might have to purchase one myself.
Join me, buddy. We'll make a band of sadness together and cry about this. Because no matter who wins, everybody's gonna come out crying with this show. You could be Team Yui and Team Yui wins, you still would cry for Yukino, and vice versa for Yukino and Yui.
No matter what happens, we're gonna hear this song playing in the background. You know the song goes, Dame dane, dame dame.
No, I don't want that.
No.
Sukite.
No, we don't need this. Sukire, shit now, but yeah, Team Sister. Either Team Sister or Team Trap. You know what? That's the canonical ending right there. Team Trap deserves it. I'm also mad that our Trap boy is nowhere to be seen. He only showed up for like one scene and that was it.
Yeah, I feel like they're shafting a lot of characters, because this season is really focusing on Yui, Yukino, and Hachiman. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fine, but I feel like I guess this is their way of telling us like their stories are kind of done, because you have this huge war going on. Where's the time and focus for these other characters? I mean, they're gonna appear here and there and give their input, but it's like I don't see them popping up as much. Like maybe at the end they'll pop up, but I don't think there's any more story left for them.
I feel like the only thing left is that these characters are simply going to just add to the other 3 main characters. Like they aren't gonna be shown off no more. Somebody says the sister story is done. God damn it, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
The Trap never really had a story. He deserved a story. He deserved one. He deserves an arc of his own. I'm just saying. I'm still waiting for that day when Hachiman will legitimately ask him out on a date and he would say yes. Because he almost did that in the 2nd episode, I believe it was, or the 3rd one. And he almost got close.
Yeah, I think he got interrupted, right?
Yeah, no. Is that he was busy, which is why he couldn't do anything with it. And then you saw poor Hachiman. He was just hurt by that, man. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I just man.
It's crazy how this anime could make you feel so many type of ways, but it's like not like. are you right to feel that way, or should
Yeah,
you
like
just like
what's
hold off
the
those
genuine
feelings?
response to this? How am I
Exactly.
supposed to feel this? Like
No
I
other
can't
anime has
tell.
done that.
No,
Oh,
I've seen so many different anime shows throughout the years growing up. Nothing to me has ever really approached the direction that Snafu has taken. People have tried to mimic it or tried to go in that direction. Either A, it never works, or B, they add a twist to it to where they can find a way to identify itself as its own thing without being another Snafu clone. It's like nobody can ever approach the quality of storytelling with the Snafu. Snafu, I feel, definitively is just the best written story for like a comedy romance series. I've really, really enjoyed it a lot, and I'm I'm sad that we're going to be seeing it end soon, man. Because I don't think like. I'm very grateful we got to live in the timeline where we're actually witnessing Snafu come to an end. But now I feel
Mm-hmm.
sad. I don't think we'll ever get another story like this anytime soon.
Right.
I feel
that's
like
why we gotta cherish these last episodes. Like, man,
yeah,
like
this
even
is the
it
final road, man. This is it.
final countdown.
Oh man, let me
Yeah.
let me let me
For
pull
real,
out my
man.
guitar again. Hold on, real quick.
And look, I'll say this much, KG. Because I know you say they fucking violin. I know I know you told me countless times that you thank me for getting you introduced to Snafu. But being real with you, man, it's Tasso that spread this religion, man. Because if he had recommended me Snafu, I would have recommended it to you and pretty much everyone else in this community, man. So
Yeah.
if there's anyone you should really think it's Tassel, man, because
Nah,
holy
man,
shit,
you
it's
would have
what.
eventually found it. That like the community for Snafu is strong. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Okay,
listen,
it's
man. If neither of you had told me, for sure as hell, Twitter would have told me about it.
yeah, exactly.
But
It's
I'm
I
still grateful I got a chance to watch it prior to season 3 happening, though.
Yeah, I know, man, but it's got to be someone out there has got to give that one push,
Yeah, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
And now we just gotta simply wait for the next episode. I don't think next week's episode is gonna be as strong. I feel like next week's episode is simply just kind of continuing on with the plot that was left here. With
yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole saving Yukino and prom. I'm still curious about if that word's gonna be brought up again about codependency.
Codependency. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that one
surprised.
is a big.
Yeah,
That shit is important. I feel like because Yukino's sister was the one that pointed it out, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is she doing? Because I feel the more that she speaks about this sort of thing, the more she's actually ruining the relationship that these three have with each other. But at the same time, I
Right.
feel like she's trying to save it too, because he doesn't realize that his actions are hurting someone without, without intention, of course. Like in the events that happened in this episode in the finale, when he went to Yukino, it hurt Yui, you know. Or when
Right.
Hachiman tried to work with Yukino, he hurt her because she wanted to work things by herself, but Hachiman was saying, listen, you can depend on us. And she repeatedly said, no, I have to do things on my own. And you saw her in like that scene where she's just on her arms right there, by her skirt. She's confused as well and scared about this situation. So it's stuff like this that I'm really liking, and I hope that this word in particular continues to be brought up in future episodes, and hopefully, maybe get a conclusion to this whole mess.
no,
uh,
no, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree, and I like just one final thing. It's like I think out of all the episodes that Snafu has to offer,
yeah,
as a Yui fan, I think this one is by far the best. And I'm not just saying because it's like this it has to be emotional to be good, but for Yui to sacrifice her own happiness for Hachiman is just something that really impacted me to liking Yui's character even more, because you don't know if there's going to
Mm-hmm.
be like a payoff in the future, because like she said, had she stayed and cried in front of Hachiman, Hachiman would have never left to
help her.
To help Yukino. So that kind of tells me, as like, as a fan of Yui, it's like maybe there's still hope. Like, what if she does reveal those feelings? Because like, yeah, she's holding those feelings now. She hasn't told Hachiman directly, but like, what's the response gonna be if she does? Is she gonna do it before Yukino, or is and that's gonna lead into the Yui and Hachiman thing, or is Hachiman gonna answer that question by saying, "Yeah, I see you as a friend, but nothing more"? So yeah, that's just that's why this show is playing with me. I can't take it anymore. I can't do this.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's still hope, Yui fans. There's still hope.
there might be hope. There might be hope somewhere here.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but we have 8 episodes, so maybe you can do something in those 8 episodes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. All right. Well, I feel like that was our review for this week's episode. Jesus Christ, I love this show, but God, I hate it when it does things like this to me.
Yeah.
But it makes everything all worth it in the end, I would say.
Exactly.
It makes the journey worth it. So, Hachiman, we're still rooting for you. Let's see what Yui will do now. All right then. So, Evie, and I don't know, Tasso, if you've seen any other anime shows within this season as well. Because normally, when we finish hour 1, it's technically usually filled with nothing but snafu. We always take like an hour just to talk about snafu because that's just how much we love this show. But
no, yeah,
in hour 2, though, it goes from like the heartfelt moments show to the I'm gonna get myself freaking pissed off at every single goddamn minute that this anime has to offer show. Because
are we talking about Rent a Girlfriend?
Yes, we're talking about that shit.
Oh my god!
You seen it too?
Let's do it.
Yes, I love it.
God,
shit. Listen. I did not think I would love this anime as much as I do now because it infuriates me.
I hate this show.
Kiba was the MVP of today's episode.
I hate this goddamn show so much. I keep going back to it every single goddamn week and thinking to myself, why am I still watching this show? And then this episode happened. This freaking episode happened. Oh Lord, I agree with you, Tasso. Kibe is the definitive bro of this year, man. He is.
Hell yeah.
He is such a bro in this show. I did not think, because like when you see his character in like episode 2 or 3, you see him more like a simp. As stupid as that sounds.
Exactly.
And then he comes into this episode. He talks about the backstory. He got tickets to go to a boat cruise. He went out of his way to take a second to talk to shit. My words just fell off my mouth. But the point is, he had a 1-to-1 conversation with Chizuru, if I'm correct. And that conversation was so emotional because he was not doing it for the sake of himself. He was doing it just because he wants to make sure that he can see his friend get a second chance because he believes that there's something in him that genuinely needs to be seen.
That's a true bro right there.
They're not no, exactly. They're brothers at this point. That's like brother level right there.
Exactly. I'm like, man, I love that so much because it was like you could tell he was a genuine friend. The moment he's like, I know for a fact that there's something else in him that you might have not seen yet. And if you just wait a little bit longer, I guarantee you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I'm like, that's only something a real friend would say. That is something genuinely a real friend would say. And I think Kibe stole it for me with this series. He single-handedly saved this show for me. I love Chizuru, but good lord, he single-handedly saved the show.
I mean, dude, when he started beating some sense out of Kazuya for all the stupid shit that he's done, Akibe was pretty much the embodiment of the fan base watching the show.
Yeah, we were wanting to punch this motherfucker so much every single goddamn week. And then he actually did it. He punched it, man. We didn't have to wait till like 8 or 9 episodes. Now, this was like the recent episode. He just went in wapow and did not just simply hit him in the face, followed up with 2 statements First one, don't let your goddamn dick be the deciding factor for how you get a girl. And two, he scolded Mommy Chan. Oh my
Fucking
god.
get him, Kibe.
I did
Fucking
not
get him.
expect that. I did not expect that. Like Mommy Chan was even like, "What the hell?"
I was like, bro,
His background character.
He read the situation. He knew what was happening. That shit was so good. I was like, I never thought Mommy Chan would get punished or get told out or called out on her bullshit. And Kibe went in and was like, I'm gonna go and cancel her right here and now. And he did. And I'm like, yes. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I hate it when shows do this sort of thing where it's like, you know for a fact that the girl's going to keep on doing it until like the very end of the series. Nah, Kibe came in and was like making sure, we're getting this shit out right now.
Yeah, we're breaking tradition in the show. Yeah.
And then all of that to me got completely pointless because freaking this simp over here was like, all right, after this boat ride, I'm gonna go actually speak out to Mommy Chan again.
You're like, oh, dude, like you still haven't learned your shit, even after what you've gone through. Like,
I also love how the auto mod. Apparently, the word "thought" is a bad term, so there we go. Nah, man. In this chat, we make sure thoughts are gone, but in Sims too. But dude, seriously, Kibe, you know what? Make him the main protagonist. I'm just saying. Make him the star of the show. He's a better character than I thought he would have been. In fact, I got so scared about him because he did such a good job with scolding Mami-chan and calling out on this man's bullshit, the main character. Mm-hmm. And when you saw him at the beach together with Chizuru, I legitimately thought that he was going to ask her out now.
I thought for a second too.
I was like, no, don't ruin his character like this. And then, he just continues to be a bro. He continues to be a friggin' bro, and I'm in love with that. God, Kibe is so great. He doesn't look like he's supposed to be an important character, but he is. And I love everything about that.
Exactly. Yo, go ahead, Evie.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, he's the hero that you would least suspect.
No, he was every single fan in the fandom right now. Like, every punch, that was like, what, like 1,000 fans are using that power to punch the main character. It's like he's doing what we wanted to do.
And man, it delivered. It absolutely delivered, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I loved it. Oh, hold on, I actually forgot to put the text right here. All right, we're talking about the Sim show, everybody. There we go. All right, but yeah. So, anything you guys want to just talk about from the episode aside from just Kibe being the goat?
The ending.
The ending, yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna admit something here, okay, but I'm not gonna obviously spoil anything. The ending was so good. I had to go to the manga, and I've never done this with any anime show before. Like My Hero Academia, I was close one time because I didn't want to wait another year for the next season. But this show, I don't know what provoked me. I just needed to know what the hell happened next. And I was going to continue reading on after reading what happened next because I'm like, all right, whatever. I spoiled myself. I'm going to keep on going. But something in me was like, you know what, dude? The show's way too good for you to do that. Just like you got the answer. Just hold off. And that's what I did. But that cliffhanger, I don't know what the show is. Like if they specialize in something, it's getting the audience to come back next week. Because god damn, that cliffhanger got me.
And you know what?
I hated it.
And you know what, KG? Like, I know I told you about like how these 4 episodes of Misfit felt like a paralogue. This also felt like a paralogue to me. Now it felt like to me that now we're finally getting into Kazuya's true development.
Because he was like the sim prologue, and now we're finally going to see him evolve into like a man right here in this one. Because he, at the end of the episode, if you haven't watched it yet, jumped out of the boat to try to save Chizuru, but unfortunately the only thing that's prevented him from saving her was the to be continued, because we now don't know what happens at the end of the next, or at the end of that particular moment. Now we have to wait next week, unless you want to read the manga, of course. But Good Lord, what a way to end off that episode. This was a good starting point for the series now, I would say. I think this
Um,
show did a great job in making me hate everybody just so I can love them later. But
how
you
many
have to
episodes? Oh, I'm
four, I
sorry.
think there's
No. How many episodes does the series have? 12?
It's unknown still.
Oh, it's unknown.
yeah.
Okay,
I would think it'd be probably 12, honestly.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's going to be yeah. Also, yeah, he did leave Mommy-chan on the phone as well. That is true. You're right.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, somebody said 12 episodes. Oh shit, really?
Oh, okay. Yeah, because for whatever reason, it's like we're already at episode 4, right? And we still have these other two girls that haven't been introduced yet. So I'm like, oh, are you gonna have time still?
I
Like,
heard that one of the girls doesn't get introduced until episode 40. So I don't know how to feel about that. But
Wow.
somebody in the chat also said that the episodes have so far been taking like 4 chapters and making them one episode.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it can happen. It can happen. Maybe we can actually get the girls fully developed in this show, but like I don't know, man.
I feel like a season 2 is inbound for
yeah,
sure.
I agree. But for now, what a good way to tell me. You know what? I genuinely like this show now. I didn't
if it
think I
hadn't been
would
for
say that.
Kibei,
I
if
knew,
it hadn't been for Kibei, yeah.
had it not been for Kibei's bull, I probably wouldn't have not liked it. But Kibei did justice. He deserves all the MVP love for this episode, man. He did such an amazing job with this. Man, I don't know.
Hey, man, like I'm enjoying this series a lot more now thanks to that, and I think you guys can agree with me here. So far the best episode of Rent a Girlfriend so far.
I would say yes, only because I actually liked it for once. There was a genuine moment where I actually smiled in satisfaction instead of being so pissed off about this. Yes, Donnie, we're talking about the Sim Show, as stated right there from the top right. This is the Sim Show now. Yes, Mommy Chen still deserves to be in the goddamn trash can. I mean, I know Kibei canceled her at that particular moment, but god damn it, man. Like, she still genuinely deserves to be in the trash. She knows. Hold on, let me get my copy of Why Women Deserve Less. Hey, we're Sims. Let's enjoy our Sim Show. Listen, man, we're not Sims, all right? We are nowhere near Sims. As I look at my gacha game, as I spend hundreds of monies on girls and dragons and whatnot. Okay, you know what? Maybe you're right, but so who's the third person in the voice chat? I mean, come on, it's Tasso, right?
Hey, Donnie, what's up?
Oh, let me just turn off the lights right here.
I'm the fake Tasso.
Yeah. Now, but yeah. So first of all, Tasso, I never thought I'd see you watch this show. Honestly, I think that's the biggest shock for me, though.
No, honestly, I didn't see myself watching this either. Right, so. It being snafu, I'm currently watching Fire Force as well, which, by the way, is surprising me to like I think that's the surprise of the season for me, because season 1 didn't really do it for me. Now I'm not trying to switch it, but then season 2 started turning up. I'm like, all right, I'll give it another chance. Now it's becoming like one of my on the same level as snafu, as like my favorite animes of the season. But then I saw this anime and I recommended, and I'm like, my friends are trying to recommend me it, and I don't really watch these type of animes, so I'm like, you know what, fine, I'll just I'll give it a shot. And I don't know what it is, but like the first episode was just so different from the usual, rom-coms, ecchi type of stuff. It's like, dude, like the main characters are appealing. Yeah, this is like you said, the prologue from Sim City to like actual development in the future. And going into episode 2, it's like I have never really seen these type of characters or these type of personalities ever be shown in the show, and that's what got me so intrigued. And here I am, episode 4, turn my hair apart until Kibei was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm putting my foot down. I'm going to speak for the fandom here and say, stop thinking with your with your willy and start, And I was like, yes, like this is the type of like this is definitely the sleeper hit of the season, in my opinion. I did not think I would love this show as much as I do now, and I can't wait to see what they're going to like. I mean, I'm just gonna enjoy every episode as it goes on. I don't think there's not one moment where I'm not enjoying the episode. Like this is just like my what can you say? This is like one of those animes that you would not expect. Like you just watch by yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you would never tell your friends you watched this show, but it's like one of your guilty pleasures, and it's so good. It's so
yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
good. What else? What else? I'm trying to.
Surprisingly, aside from like the Kibe and Mami-chan moments, I think though because of like how significant they were, a lot of the other moments in this episode were pretty insignificant. Like when Chizuru was trying to go back to the bathroom to get her clothes back, and then her friends just happened to be in the way.
Oh, you know what's another funny moment? KJ, now that you brought up gotchas, it turns out that our favorite grandma in this show is also a gotcha spender. She already spent about $300 in gotchas.
Yeah, and I love how like everybody was so concerned for her because it was like, guys, like what game did she get addicted to again to spend that much money? I mean, I can't say anything because I've also spent money on the gotcha games too, but like I never thought I'd see a grandma do something like this. And oh boy, speaking about grandma though, next week's episode with the hot springs.
I didn't see the preview actually, but if it's a hot springs episode, oh shit, that's gonna be something.
Well, I'll stay quiet then because that preview it didn't do much per se, but the character that they decided to choose for the hot springs is hilarious in my opinion. So I'm excited for next week's episode. But yeah, like personally to me, it's just this episode, I think did an amazing job to make me appreciate this series, which I never thought I'd say because I mentioned last week if they don't do anything for this episode, then I don't know what's gonna happen to this show, and I'm so grateful that they did something right with this one. Kid, you having that interspecies reviewers flashback? Nah, man.
Bro.
Nah, see, interspecies reviewers was always a great show. Oh, the old lady.
Jesus. Speaking of old ladies, another, of course, with the one coincidence after another, Kazuya's and Chisuru's grandmas are both getting discharged next week.
Yeah, so I did like the moment when they had the chance to say, hey, listen, this is probably going to be our last time together or something like that. And I don't know if it's just me, but is Chizuru having feelings for him?
That's what I honestly think this is like the start of like development for feelings, because I think genuinely before she saw him as a client and maybe like, okay, this client's probably my favorite client to be with, but it like that's it, there was no feelings. But I think after this episode and seeing him beat himself up over situations that obviously could have gone better, it's like she acknowledges his, I guess you can say, his attempt at trying to make the situation better. And I don't think she's met a lot of guys that did that, and this is like the first time that she's actually seeing it in person. And I guess well, first off, after that cliffhanger, I'm not gonna say anything, but I think before that the feelings were starting to be developed. But when he said, yeah, I'm gonna stop seeing you, I'm gonna stop renting a girlfriend, like, hey, he said the title of the show, it's like I felt like there was some sort of like I don't know how to say it. You can tell that she was disappointed, right? Like, in a way, she didn't want it to be over, but she kind of like went back to her episode 1 type of personality, like, oh yeah, he's a client after all. I was getting sidetracked. But I think all of this happening, like her getting seasick and all this moving forward so fast, it did get her sick. And I think next week we're gonna kind of see how all of that build up plays out and see where we go from there. But yeah, I really do think KG, this is the start of the development for feelings for the main character.
Yeah, and hey, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. She's honestly one of my favorite. I think at this point we all know she's going to be like the girl he winds up with. But I'm not a fan because I don't know what it is. It's a curse, right? Every time I watch a show that has to do with any sort of romance, I always root for the side character female instead of like the main protagonist female. I'm like, dude, she deserves better than the main protagonist female, but it's never gonna happen. This show, on the other hand, broke that curse. I'm like, dude, I honestly hope he winds up with her. But to be fair, we haven't seen any of the other characters yet, so I might be speaking too soon.
maybe.
Yeah.
That could also be the case. Yeah, we don't know. We're still very early into the show, but I'm just glad that with the characters that we have now, I think they did a good enough job to set things up for future events to come, though.
Right.
And hopefully they are good. Now, I just want to. I'm watching something right now on Twitter. You know what? Let's watch this real quick. Hold on a second. I found it because I was thinking about talking about Food Wars and whatnot. As dumb as that sounds, I need to show this particular clip I found. It's think of like, okay, I'm gonna just play the video on stream right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and then hopefully I'll let the I'll let you guys be the deciding factor for what you think of it. Hold on, let me play it right now here. All right, just watch this, guys. I don't know what to say to this, honestly.
This video is unbelievable.
I haven't seen this.
I haven't seen it either.
Alright, so
Look at the bullshit that's happening here.
What the?
She's
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Look at this anime levels of bullshit.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god!
No!
Oh my god!
Oh wait.
Wait, did she throw the chicken out?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna cook up the chicken.
And the cat.
Yeah, the cat going to eat the turd. What? What the hell?
Oh.
What?
Is that a washing machine?
Oh my.
Bro, what the fuck?
What am I looking at?
I don't even know what I'm looking at. I will retweet this in a minute after this is done.
Yeah, please do. I need to retweet that shit too.
Nah, there's so
Yo,
much
she's hitting
effort.
the whole pool. What the shit?
Oh my god. Jesus.
Well, damn. Somebody went for what?
That's like an anime in itself. Like they can do episodes and episodes of it.
If Nichijou was real.
Yeah, dude. That's Helvetica moment right here. Yeah, Helvetica standard moment right here. Holy shit. I think my favorite part had to be the chicken where she just yeeted the chicken.
She yeeted that.
Yeah, see, look, that's the definitive Food Wars right there. That puts season 5 Food Wars in shame, man. I'm just saying, buddy.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
That made me happy.
That's something else.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful way to wrap things up for the stream, though. What do you say? I know we didn't get a chance to talk about Uzuki-chan, but, like...
I mean, it's fine. Uzuki-chan is just one of those series where it's kind of... comedy is subjective.
Yeah, see, the last time we talked about this, Evie, when we talked about it, it's like comedy, once again, is subjective. Here, like, this week's episode of Uzuki-chan was simply a Pokemon Go-esque kind of episode with lewd moments.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't remember the second half of this episode. What was it again?
Yeah, I will say though, I do like how they're both finally getting along. It seems.
Yeah.
How they're both genuinely enjoying time with each other.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. It's a good show, but once again, it's like as stated, comedy is super subjective. So, the second half was about cooking for him at home.
Yeah, and then spending time afterwards. But it was still a pretty wholesome moment.
Oh yeah, it was great. I could have sworn that was the first half of the episode, but that might have just been me just trying to remember off the top of my head.
No, we had the okay. Let's just put this in. Let's just say this: Septim Obstacle, Septim Optimal, Pokemon Go, soccer, and then spending time together.
Yeah, that's what it was. And the glasses. The glasses scene I thought was great though. I like that part of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right then. Well, after my cheeks hurt after watching that. Oh no, that was a great way to wrap it up though. But folks, I want to say thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. We hope you guys had fun with it. I think this might have been our more higher viewer show for the Antipod actually, because normally we tend to strike less than 10 amount. But I seen we've been starting to steadily grow our audience here, and it makes me very happy to see that. So thank you guys for tuning in all the time to watch us talk about other anime shows within this summer season. And hopefully when we do more sessions about these in the future, we can continue to gush about anime shows like Uzaki, Snafu, Misfit of Demon Academy, and the Sim show, you know.
Yeah. Another thing too. Sorry to cut you off there, KG. But for those of you guys who were enjoying Millionaire Detective, they finally re-aired the third episode on the past Thursday. So the show's back up and running. So
now we're gonna get new episodes soon.
Yep.
Oh man, I've heard good things about it so far. I'm waiting for that fourth episode though. So let's hope that's a good episode too.
Yeah.
Railgun is back too. Yeah, that's great. There's a lot of good shows this season. It might not be as strong as previous ones, but I think with heavy hitters like Snafu in the mix, I feel like we're justified enough for what we got this season, and hopefully it'll be good. Also, by the way, just a little follow up, I guess. I started watching that Monster Girl Doctor anime.
Mm-hmm. How are you enjoying it so far?
Okay, let me just say this: it is not as excessively lewd or raunchy as say Monster Musume, you know, the original one. This is like its own different thing. It has its moments, but nothing too aggressive. This show isn't meant to be aggressive. It's meant to kind of teach you, I guess, the anatomy of the monster girls and monster male figures in this series. Like, there's a moment in this in one of the episodes where they focus on something similar to like a mermaid, and they like the doctor. As stupid as this sounds, man, he fingers her in that episode, but not through the way that you would think it'd be. It's more so he gets his fingers and like pushes it into the fin that is hers, and I'm like, there's something. I think that I'm not sure what I'm seeing from this show, but I think I'm liking it. So I'll say that. Right. It's nothing too insane, but it does have its little cute moments. I'll just keep it at that. I think it's not something I would like make you guys rush to watch, but if you have nothing better to do, I think you might get a good kick with it.
All right, I'll definitely keep it in mind.
Better than that dumbass bullshit one you told me about, Evie, with the whole stupid the boyfriend bride shit.
Oh, Dad with a Titan, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, also, let's also take a second. I completely forgot to talk about this as well. Let's take a second to appreciate the greatness that was the ending of Rent a Girlfriend as well. That ending still makes me cringe every time.
The ED?
Yeah.
The ending. If you get the context behind it.
Oh, dude, I want to see. That's the thing, though. I know we're about to end it off, but let me just say this: I did not think I'd like that ED. Like, I'm not talking about the visuals. First off, the ED, like the sound, like everything, it's such a banger. But when I first saw that ED, I'm like, what were the like? Imagine animating all of that just for it to be looted like that. I was like, wow, you have such a good song.
Imagine the singer though, like for real. The singer was like, "Oh man, I got a banger of a song to give to this show. I can't wait to see what they're going to add to it. Oh, we're just gonna have a dude wank his soda bottle while there are 4 girls in the background cheering him on." And then the result of it not being as satisfying as you would think it'd be, they just like,
Yeah.
Guys, get a load of this ending.
There was no load. That's the joke. But I think my
yeah.
favorite thing about it, though, you could take it however you want to, but like he does get himself sunk into the soda thing. So I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize, but like, you know, I'll be quiet now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. But yeah, so folks, thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, Evie, Tesso, thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Look forward, ladies and gentlemen, to more of our Snafu reactions next week, where we're going to be painfully waiting for whatever's going to come for that episode. We're also going to be talking about The Sim Show. Maybe probably a little bit more of Demon Academy, because we did finally catch up with that for both me and Evie. And we do need something to replace for Uzuki-chan. Not that Uzuki-chan's bad or anything. It's just it's very hard to talk about Uzuki-chan. So we'll see what happens for next week's show. But we hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully you guys will come back again next week for whatever video we make. Take care, everybody. And as always, have yourself an awesome day. And make sure to go and check these guys out as well. Should be in the friend segment down below. I'm saying. So, yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Dame dane.
Ah, shit.